How is everybody doing on this glorious Memorial Day? Happy Memorial Day to all of you. Thank you to all of you who served. I'm doing phenomenal today. Had a very fucking awesome weekend with the wife. We just had a really, really, really good weekend. Got some work done, but also made sure we enjoyed our time. We lounged around the pool for a while yesterday. I'm hoping to do a little bit more of that later on today. I got dry skin from being out in the sun. You guys are just gonna have to deal. So there we go. Um, uh, the head to body ratio. Yeah, today we got an interesting topic because there's many ways to look at it. You know what I mean? Like there's many ways to actually look at who is more body positive and what body positivity is, and uh, you know, let's see here. I'm gonna do something just for everybody. So we're gonna do that, that, and that. And here's what we're going to do. I am going to put out to anybody that wants it right now. You can go to any of these items that we have just posted and discount code oops, I did that wrong. That one's not going to work. So anyway, use the discount code RESPECT for 10% off of any of the products that I shared at the top. So any of these products right here, you can use this code for. This is only for the lives. I'm not going to issue this out with everybody. But anyway, waiting on the next batch of Nomorbidity missed the launch. All right, so we might have a couple, like 200 units showing up to Tiger Fitness sometime tomorrow. So Mark and I will probably be live at some point in time tomorrow also. For those of you that haven't already, go look for me on Spotify, Alan Roberts Uncensored. I am going to start talking about other stuff that YouTube would get me, would boot me for. I'm going to hang on a second, I'll go grab the link to that too. We need to start actually having real conversations about a lot of real stuff, and we're absolutely not, and it's very dangerous. So the way this is going to work, by the way, guys, is that mark the blocker low blender. I got to be honest. Big Spoon Bear. I've done it before too. Like where you go to block somebody and then it shifts up on you, and then you end up blocking the wrong person. It's not fucking easy sometimes, especially like at that point in time, we had people commenting from all sorts of places. Like we had all the channels connected, including my channels, his channels. So it's tough. But I did want to tell everybody we do have a 30-minute consultation, 10% off of that. We have a 30-minute. You can get the app and all the live classes, the Hunger Management Support Group, for 10% off with that code RESPECT. And you can also get 3 months worth of coaching at 10% off of even that deal. And I've got to tell you that deal is, we're about to raise the prices on all of our coaching because we're getting maxed out. So if you need help, like if Nomorbidity is helping you, if you've gotten it already, but you need help just building a healthier lifestyle with even if you have Nomorbidity, or if you don't have it and you don't want to take supplements and you just want help building a healthy lifestyle, we do that also. So please do let me know. So, hey, I got my Nomorbidity today. Can't wait to start it. Okay, for everybody that got it, by the way, I did want to tell everybody, for everybody that got Nomorbidity, make sure you take it the same time every day. Make sure you hydrate really, really well. You should take in an ounce of fluid per pound of body mass. if you can't, you should start with the basis of a half an ounce per pound of body mass. This is actually what it said. Now, for people that are very, very big, that is a lot of fluid. So probably start with half. All right. But and the coaching is very well. Patricia, thank you very much. We appreciate you. One day, on day 3 of taking Nomorbidity, and I'm definitely seeing some results. I'm fasting a lot longer and have hardly any hunger. Definitely happy with the purchase. Thank you very much. Just make sure you take it consistently. Take it very, very, very consistently, and you'll still try to eat all whole foods. Like, it's not going to stop you. If you eat a bunch of sugar, it's not going to stop blood sugar hunger. It's just not. It's not going to stop that craving, because that craving is not actually hunger. That's blood sugar running through you. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that bought it. I'm looking forward to helping millions of people with it. Like, I mean, we really need to fucking get healthy as a people. We need to enter the realm of reality, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this today. The thumbnail kind of says it all. Because for those of you that don't know who the two players are, basically, is Amberlynn Reid versus Tess Holliday. Right now, what I find messed up is on multiple levels. There's many multiple things. Many multiple things. So let me see. Let me pull up the thumbnail and I'll share it with everybody. We can take a look. All right. And share screen, just in case I do that, window. And give me a second. Here we go. I don't know why it won't let me share it. Here we go. There it is. Boom. Okay. So for real, let's take a look at this shit. Like, I mean, it won't do that. Damn it. If you take a look at these folks, they're built very similarly. I mean, I believe that Amber claims to be somewhere around the 500-pound mark still. And Tess Holliday doesn't talk about her weight because somehow it's not people's business, even though her entire identity is being fat. She's the circus fat woman. And somehow this is not something that should be discussed. But Amber, like, here's why Tess Holliday versus Amberlynn Reid. Okay. Here's why I have, I don't know. I have misgivings about all this, right? If Tess Holliday's face looked like Amberlynn Reid's face, nobody ever know who the fuck Tess Holliday was. Just straight up. Nobody would know. Nobody would know Tess's name unless she did what Amber does. Nobody. So who's better? Tess Holliday versus Amberlynn Reid. Who's more body positive? Amberlynn Reid, 100%. No, hear me out. I know that Amber gets a lot of hate, and I know, and she does and says some shit that makes me cringe like a motherfucker. It really does. And I wish she'd stop abusing herself. And Amberlynn, I've reached out to you before and given you the same advice I normally give everybody, but she at least admits she has a fucking problem and her weight is a fucking issue. I mean, Tess Holliday pretends like her weight's not even a fucking issue. Like, you can't tell, she pretends like it's a good thing. At no point in time does Amberlynn Reid pretend like her weight is a good thing. She just fucking doesn't. I mean, she does not pretend like she may use it a little bit more in a victimhood than she needs. And I do believe that both these young women, and I say young women because I'm old as fucking dirt, but I do believe both these women need to fucking get some very serious psychological counseling. And I believe both these women are in very serious physical jeopardy. But Who's better, in my opinion? Who's more body positive? At least Amberlynn Reid admits there's a problem, which allows her to understand that what she's doing to her body is not healthy. That's a more positive thing. At least there's some shit there. But also the fucking like I think it's just more it's more reality based. Like Amberlynn Reid is more reality based. Tess Holliday lives in this fucking fantasy fucking land. Like she lives in this fucking fantasy land that somehow or another being fat isn't a fucking problem. Yeah, this is excellent. Big Spoon Bear, also known as Daddy Bear Reads at Bedtime. Go subscribe to Daddy Bear Reads at Bedtime. Amberlynn Reid is a victim of herself. Everyone else is a victim of Tess. That's fucking true. Yeah, and even Amberlynn Reid isn't insane enough to say she has a restrictive ED. That's another thing too. This one, the one like the Tess Holliday claims she's anorexic instead of like fucking gorging out on food. Like this is fucking crazy. I mean, it is so. It is somebody just said it. It is so offensive to say you have like this. Like look at the picture together. Look at it together. This is a problem in our society that it can even be seen that the one claims and mainstream media puts it out there. Mainstream media has had Tess Holliday everywhere, like on all these fucking morning shows, all these fucking talk shows, on every fucking bit of social media, claiming that she's anorexic, that she's all bodies of all sizes starve, not yours. I mean, it's just fucking reality. And I'm sorry, like I said, I know a lot of people like that. Amberlynn gets under a lot of people's skin, and I know a lot of it is, by the way, she's making her money, like receiving the hate, like so that's she fucking like she has, as far as I know, she's been complaining about it a lot less, right? But like which one's better? Amberlynn Reid is way more body positive because Amberlynn Reid at least realizes that what she does to her body is negative. She does actually try all sorts of the same thing over and over and over again and fail. It's just hard to watch sometimes. But Tess Holliday pretends like she shouldn't even be fucking making effort. You know? Tess Holliday pretends and tells a fucking humongous audience of other fat women and fucking like, because let's be real. I mean, let's be real. It is people that are looking for validation of their own fucked up shit that fall into following people that clearly are unhealthy. Like Tess Holliday's over 400 pounds. I believe it. I look at this fucking picture. If Amberlynn Reid is 500 pounds, she may be a little bit taller, but Tess Holliday is 400 fucking pounds. Tess Holliday's weight to height ratio is 1 point something. I mean, like if it's over 0.5, you should seriously think about fucking making sure you watch out for your health because visceral fat is the fucking killer. This is a fucking problem. Tess admits she has the opposite problem of what her actual problem is, so she can continue to binge and be praised for it. Absolutely. I mean, I fucking abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, I completely agree with that. This is the problem we're having right now. Like, and trust me on this. I think that both these women should get off of social media. I think it's very bad for them. I think social media and the clicks and the monetization of very unhealthy habits and very unhealthy endeavors is the thing that's killing both of these women, because these women are eating themselves to death, both of them. Like that's what I truly dislike Tess. I really do as a person. I think she's a horrible human being. And that's just in the core of who she is. She would rather lie to people's faces and have them not get treatment for what is the result, what she knows is bad for them. Like she is in this fucking like Stay Puft Marshmallow body. Like she knows it's bad for her. Like she knows it's bad for them to stay this big. She knows this, and yet like is a complete denial or denies it completely. You know? Somebody said, if you scale up to show their heads, they are the same size. Tess would have a larger body. Well, hang on a second. Let me do something here. Okay. Let's try this. I don't think I fucking did it. Anyway, I do think you're right. I very much think you're right. Give me a second. So, a layer via cut. Scale up the head size. Wow. I think, no, that's a little too big, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little too big. Let's be fair. Wow. Wow. Even a little smaller. I'll go a little smaller. But wow. Wow. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I agree. Fuck, that's fucking big. That's for real. That's fucking big. Jesus. They really are the fucking that's fucking big. No fucking shit. That is fucking tragic. And one is hated on. Like fucking hated on. And this is fucking, here's your fucking beauty standards. I mean, for real, here's your your beauty standards. If Tess Holliday, and I've said this a bunch of times, it upsets people. If Tess Holliday carried weight in her face, like most obese women carry weight in their face, nobody would ever know her fucking name. Nobody, unless she did what fucking Amberlynn Reid did. But nobody would have ever known her fucking name. Nobody, she would not have fucking ever gotten to the point where she was doing fucking pinup and shit like that, because this is the fucking reality. If Tess Holliday carried weight in her face the way Amberlynn Reid carried weight in her face, nobody would know her motherfucking name. Nobody. I mean, look at this. That is a very, I'm glad somebody pointed that out. That's a very scary comparison. Like when you make the head sizes the same, Tess is bigger. Tess is bigger. Holy shit. I think Tess has had work done on her face. I think so too. I mean, I really do. Oh, hi, Alan. I've been locked in for 4 days, dying for a cigarette. Surely that's against the law, but I'm not in the UK, Scottish prison, so effed up. I'm okay. Hope you're doing okay. So wait, so Tess is even taller than Amberlynn, from what somebody's saying. So Amber is 5'3" and Tess is 5'5". Tess Holliday's got to be in the mid 400s. For real. She's got to be in the mid 400s. If that's the fucking case. Look at that comparison. That's crazy talk. That is just insanity. I'd never thought of that. Where, wow. I'm having a hard time thinking not. I mean, for real. Use the iris of the eyes to align. I'm going to be 51 here in about 2 months. So I'm shocked at my computer prowess to get this shit done. So, I mean, it's anyway, unbelievable that this is the thank you though, that if somebody else wants to do that and send it to me, do it, but carob cake, that's way beyond my ability. So give me a study to read and give me a workout to do and all that stuff. But that's what you're talking about beyond my capabilities. So unbelievable that this is fashion now. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Amber is 500 something, so Tess is. I'm having a hard time thinking that she's not 500. Like now that we look at it, I'm having a hard time thinking she's not 500 pounds. I'm having for real. Like I mean, I agree with all of you. I was guessing her weight in the fours, but she's got to be close. I mean, she's got to be mid 400. I mean, if this is like, look at the comparison, and these are both recent. Like that for people that are wondering, these are both fairly recent. This was off of a screenshot of an Amberlynn Reid video from just a little while ago, from like a week or so ago, and this is off of a TikTok that Tess did just the other day. I mean, so these are very, 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 very recent. I wish nothing, and I just want everybody to understand, I wish nothing but recovery for both of these ladies. But these ladies, like these people, they both would kind of need to leave denial a little bit. Tess more than Amberlynn, if you ask me. Because again, I will say this: Tess Holliday is way worse for body positivity than Amberlynn Reid. At least Amberlynn Reid admits she's got a problem. At no point in time should we consider body positive anything that abuses your body. Like, I mean, to claim body positivity, just like I'm fat, body positive. No, if you would be trying to rectify that. For fuck's sake, I'm trying to die. I'm trying to lose muscle mass. Like people, it's crazy. Like I am in my diet down phase before my birthday, which is in like 60 something days, 63 days. But I'm going to get lean, but like really, really, really lean, especially now that I'm not hungry. But I also am going to make sure that I want to be able to like walk around at about 12% body fat. It's somewhere around 180 pounds, something like that. And I make my money from being a fitness person. And if I'm trying to lose size, even muscle mass, which is like so foreign to every fitness guy, like, oh my God, he's going to lose muscle mass, he's downsizing, because I'm a real human being and there's more to life than being able to say I outlift somebody. And frankly, I can still outlift most of the dudes. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, I can definitely go longer. I mean, I can definitely like when you look out for your health, you will become fitter. Like when you look out for your health in general, you will become more athletic. Like, and then you get to the point where then you decide if you want to focus on one sort of athleticism. Like people like try to focus on athleticism first, and then. But anyway, we're getting off topic, and I'll do Q&A here in a little bit. But I'm happy we're doing. Like, I just wanted to point this out to everybody. I wanted everybody to see very clearly. This is a problem. This is definitely not healthy for people. I mean, holy shit! No kidding. Like, just like no fucking kidding. That's just insane to me. And this is why I like doing like kind of the blind reactions with you guys, because that's just crazy talk. Better to outlive than outlift. I love that, by the way. That's amazing. I might steal that. I sound traumatized. I'm really like, this woman lies then just open faced, like look, I mean, she's 400 plus pound, like 450. Like fucking easy. Like if she's taller, if she claims to be taller than Amberlynn, and Amberlynn, like, I mean, she's big. This is bad. Like, this is bad. Like, people need to hop on the reality that this is very unhealthy. Like, this woman, Tess Holliday, looks like she's gained, if that's the case, she's gained 180 to 200 pounds in the last couple of years. Like, does nobody, Tess gets out. I think Tess sits most of the day. I think Tess only videos herself. Like I think if Tess moves, it's to video herself. And I mean, I do think. I mean, I've seen her on a treadmill or step or something like that. my thing is like, then she must be eating so much. Like this woman has to be eating such an intense amount of calories. Like, just I can't even get over like how like I'm like kind of like taken aback a little bit by it. Like, I mean, I can't even. It's just so ridiculously bad. Like, I wish I wish they would listen. I would. That looks so uncomfortable. Does it not? But and you know it is. Amber can't even walk a mile, but sure, Tess is healthy while being bigger than Amber. I mean, I don't buy the Tess Holliday moves that much. Like, I just don't. I really don't. And again, if she does move around more, if she has better cardiovascular health than Amber, and Amber's been really big before. Like, so here's the difference. Like, who's healthier still might be Tess, except, not. I mean, they both these women could pass away today, and I would not be at all surprised. Like, it wouldn't even. I would just be like, that's a shame, you know. But like, so my worry is that, like, wow, Amberlynn is on her way down a little bit because she's under 5, which is great for her on her way down if she can keep it going. So Amberlynn, I am trying to encourage you to keep going. Don't stop mukbanging, stop doing all that stuff, and just keep going. Don't listen to anybody. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Tess Holliday looks like she's on the way up. I mean, she literally looks like she's on the way up in weight. Like, this is bad. I mean, like, I'm sorry, but like this should not be idolized in any way. Like, not in any way should this woman be idolized, but at all whatsoever. I mean, give me a second. So, just so everybody can see for sure. And I can't actually show, like, put the sound on, because if I do, it will flag the video. But this is the video. Look, I mean, it's like she's like smiling and laughing as if this, like, already. I mean, this is the video. I mean, I did not, just so everybody can see, this is not doctored. This is the actual shot. This is her trying to be funny for her audience because she's, an enormous woman. Like, it's not, I didn't just catch a bad angle. I didn't just, doctor it or anything like that. I didn't Photoshop shit. This is just a screenshot of her. Does nobody actually give a fuck about this woman in her life? Like, for real, does nobody actually give a shit? Like, is there nobody in her life that actually cares about this woman? How is it that I care about her more than other people in her life? Other people that probably make money from her. How is it that I have said more things to try to get this woman healthier than likely, and like, I'm sorry, but like, somebody in her camp should be screaming their head off. Somebody should be petitioning for her to not be on her social media. Somebody should be petitioning for her to get serious medical help. Somebody should be petitioning for it in her camp. How are we this insensitive to people? Like, I find it crazy that I am viewed as, like, me having to be the one to tell people, like, hey, you being fat as fuck is not good for you. Like, it's not a surprise. Like, why are we living in this fantasy world where it's a surprise? Like, why am I'm fat phobic. There's something wrong with me. You know what? Call me whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't change the fact that You being 100 pounds more than what you probably should weigh is painful. I know it because I probably at this stage I'm probably close to the 100-pound loss from my highest weight. I'm definitely right around 90. I'm definitely right around 90 pounds for my highest pound weight. And I just don't understand how, I have reference. I have point of reference. I understand what it's like to have problems with food. I get it. It sucks. Trust me. I literally, the hunger management method, everything we've done, everything that Crystal has put together has literally been to help me deal with my shit. And then we have tried to use it to help other people and of course make money from it. I mean, why would we not? It's our time, right? But everything we've done has literally been to try to try to adjust my shit. Everything we've done, I know what it's like. I absolutely understand what it's like to just have the food call into you. That's one of the reasons why we started with this supplement, because even though everybody should have the willpower to try to get some stuff done, it certainly helps when you don't have blood sugar spikes and going on. We certainly don't we certainly don't fucking need to be just overly hungry. If we can have some stuff that lowers your hunger down, absolutely. Eating in a way where, okay, so I fill up on fluid the entire beginning of the day. And this is, by the way, I do this whether I'm taking our supplements or not. I fill up on fluid. This bottle right here, including my workout bottles, this marks about 160 ounces for the day. It's almost 2 o'clock. So I do work out outside in Florida heat, just so you're aware. But I then, if I do eat a midday meal, it is all protein and healthy fat. Almost always a piece of steak or a piece of pork or something like that. Some eggs, because then it's very satiating. People know that when they're on keto, that when they're on keto, they fucking. By the way, here's a 30-minute consultation. You can get a 30-minute consultation with our Crystal or I, and then you have the hunger management support group and live and pre-recorded yoga, HIIT style training classes with Crystal. She was even went for a walk. That's actually from her going on for a walk with people earlier today. And then we have 3 months coaching. And if you use all capital letters, respect, we'll take 10% off all those. And that's for the sale for the day. But so then if I'm going to have any carbohydrates, I have them in my evening meal. That way, if carbohydrates make me hungrier, if they spike my insulin, I'm not going to be hungry that long. And my willpower doesn't need to last that long because I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And then I normally try to have something that tastes sweeter every single day so I don't feel too restricted, because if I feel too restricted, then I binge. I have a rotation of items that I take in once a week just for pleasure, like French fries is 1 week, then frozen yogurt is another week, then Crystal makes me this coffee cake at home that I absolutely love. So I have a rotation. Once a week I have something just for pleasure. And then so I'm still eating all the foods I love. I'm still eating in a very, very mindful way to keep my hunger as minimal as possible, even when I'm not on our supplements. And then I try to just be as healthy as humanly possible. I try to make sure I have 30 minutes a day of sleep prep. I try to make sure I have 30 minutes a day of just straight up stress relief, although it's hard for me because I'm working all the time. I try to have 30 minutes of activity as a minimum every single day. Now I work out for about 30 minutes to an hour a day minimum. 30 minutes a day is my minimum. I will even make sure I fucking, I will even make sure I go for a walk, do whatever I need to do. So, I just I live this life for a very serious reason, because I want to be as healthy as I can, because I don't kid with myself. How am I the only person that will put it out to these women you're and they always you don't know what I eat, I barely eat, blah blah blah. Both those women eat like Hoover vacuums. Both of those women are eating 3,500 to 6,000 calories consistently every day. They both should likely eat somewhere around 1,500 to 1,700 calories. They're both eating 2 to 3 times what they should eat in any given day. Easily. That's the thing, easily. Tess Holliday trying to say she over restricts. That woman has not, I'm sorry. But unless you are literally defying the laws of physics, you're I don't even get it. I don't even get it. I mean, Amberlynn needs to lose 2/3 of herself, but they both do. They both do. Clearly from the picture, they both do. I mean, it's fucking it's ridiculous at this stage. It's ridiculous. I thought Tess was anorexic. That's the crazy shit. Like, I mean, that is the absolute insanity. So I'm going to take. By the way, I've screamed and yelled. I will take Q&A about this topic and any other topics you guys want to talk about. So hit me up. Amber said that the number 1,500 triggers her to binge. She should get psychological counseling for it then. Like, I mean, a huge portion of what's going on right now is we have a very serious mental health problem in America. In the world, but in America, we have a very serious mental health problem. And we're in complete denial. We live in a world that has unicorns flying across a purple sky, shitting glitter everywhere. You know, I mean, it's stupid. I mean, if 1,500 triggers you, grow the fuck up. Then you're gonna die. I mean, then you're gonna die. I don't even understand. Like, that's the reality. Like, I mean, and I feel bad saying that, and I feel bad. Like, I'm one of the only fucking person that says that. But if you are a 5'3" woman and you are not extremely active, 1,500 calories needs to be a regular fucking thought process in your fucking mind. If you are a decently sedentary or only lightly active female that is 5'3", you should likely eat 1,500 calories. That will keep you somewhere around 150 pounds at maximum. You should probably, you should try to increase your caloric burn up a little bit too. I love to use my shaved ice maker and make and squeeze lemon and cut up strawberries, raspberries. That sounds like it's excellent. How do you look yourself in the mirror every day and not be so disgusted with yourself, or are not willing to change? I'm thinking you're talking about them because I don't have a problem looking myself in the mirror every single day. So, but I agree if you're talking about them. So, why don't they take the hunger reducing meds? Well, here's a big thing about hunger reducing meds. Okay. One, I've gone over multiple ones of them for the cost, which is honestly sometimes $6,000. It's like the minimum is $6,000 to $12,000 a month or something like that. They can be very harsh, like have lots of serious side effects. And to be real, like I think they should too. Like, I mean, if they're, I mean, at this stage, like people need to realize, like, pharmaceutical and surgical, in my mind, should be the last resort. If you can do it through just yourself, the food you eat, natural extracts, like literally, like the supplement world is based off of Ayurvedic medicine. It's based off of herbs and teas and stuff like that. I mean, people don't seem to understand that, but for it to be a supplement, it comes from a food product. It's an extract from a food product almost always, you know? So they should try the natural ways first. The pharmaceutical industry has, like, until they can produce some stuff that has no very seriously harsh side effects, you know, they don't worry about that. Like, because when they can prescribe another medication to deal with the side effects of the medication they have you on, it's just this thing, you know. She's losing more than that. So many calories from processed carbohydrates. That's the thing. And to eat as many calories as they are eating, they are not eating they're not eating fruits and vegetables. Like, there is a daily stream of ultra processed carbohydrates going into both of these women and anybody else that's 400 plus pounds. Anybody. Tess was over 300 pounds before she claimed anorexia. Now she's over 400 pounds. I mean, it's so insulting to anorexics. I mean, like, it's so insulting for her to even still be claiming it. Like, you're visibly gaining weight. You are not anorexic. You are visibly eating on camera. You are not anorexic. Like, she doesn't meet any of the criteria, but words don't seem to matter at all. A little late, but I made it. How you doing, Flo Zoo? How are you doing? Oh, lots of questions. I can't believe I used to eat as much as I did. I eat around 1,500 now, and I'm totally satisfied. Good for you. Someone wanted to know about Nomorbidity. What do they want to know? They can ask the question again. I'm not going to scroll back through. Nomorbidity says to take it with their last meal of the day. Is that the best time to take it? It depends on the person. I mean, I take mine at noon. In fact, I took mine just a little bit ago. it's more important, like, honestly, that is said so people will remember it. That's why they put it on the bottle. Take it consistently every single day. It's like when they say take creatine at this time of day. Take it every single day. Take it consistently at the same time every single day, and you'll be good. Amber, your rent is $1,500. Orders Uber Eats. That's funny. To be fair, Twitter Chan and on not a Tumblr refugee. Okay, I don't understand what we're talking about there. Mental health problems combined with people being told that they are not mentally ill. It's denial. I mean, it's a huge stream of denial. Like, and people glamorizing this shit. Like, people glamorizing Lizzo and Tess Holliday. Like, these women are like have serious eating disorder problems, and we're glamorizing them. I'm not saying we should shame them, but like we should, like, here's the thing, and this may upset a lot of people. If you weigh 350 pounds, people should not need to shame you. You should feel it yourself. You are abusing your body. Like, that you are harming yourself. There is shame in harming yourself. You should feel it. It is a natural mechanism in order to get you to stop doing it. The thing is, when we remove shame and we remove feelings of, feeling bad about what we do to our bodies in a negative way, when you remove that, it does in fact make it so people will keep hurting themselves. I'm sorry, like, I don't think we should try to make people feel bad about their decisions. But if you feel shame by me saying you're fat and should lose weight, I have just said something very, like, kinder to you than you're being to yourself if you deny it. It's we're at that stage in society. An anesthesiologist told Amberlynn she likely has sleep apnea because she stopped breathing during surgery and she still hasn't gone to seek help. There's not a likely to it. Both of these women, like, if they don't have obstructive sleep apnea of some kind, it's crazy. Like, just the sheer volume on their diaphragm. I mean, what the fuck? Not everyone can thrive. I feel bad for saying that. I agree with you, though. I understand. Not everybody can. That's not how nature was. That's not how nature was intended. It's really, really not. So, I'm going to keep going. Is MCT oil worth taking for energy and ketones? I don't know about the ketones, but I do like having some MCT in my coffee occasionally. It does seem to have like a very, very good satiation effect, but I don't know about the ketones. I mean, I haven't looked into it that much. I'm just saying from my personal experience. Amber said mukbangs make her money. They do. That's why she does them. But she knows what she's doing is bad for herself. But that's why she does them. If tracking calories daily is so-called triggering for people, track once a week and have substitutions available that are the range of calories. I also think that I like that idea. That's a very good idea, Heidi. That's very fucking good. But I also like the idea of giving yourself kind of a caloric range. And you should just start teaching yourself what the food items are, like how many calories are in each food item. So, Janet, how you doing? When was the last time Tess was in a show or a real photo shoot? It's been forever because even the last show she was on was the sample size show, and she was there. She's not a model; she is an attraction. Like she is a sideshow attraction. She's not actually a model. Like, people need to grasp that. She doesn't model clothes. She doesn't model makeup. She is an entity. She's an attraction. She's like the circus fat woman. The circus has just become the media. Like, the big tent is now the media instead of just the circus, you know? Wow. Liz is a clown. She is a clown. Absolutely. Her anorexia diagnosis was actually speculated by someone who wasn't qualified to diagnose it anyhow, and the person wasn't even trying to diagnose her. That's fucking sad. It's such a lie. And then mainstream media keeps putting her on shows saying, like, oh, well, when you got the diagnosis, like, they keep putting it out there as if it's like real. It's so bad. I mean, it's really, 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 really bad. Hey, Alan, late to the stream. Sorry if this question was answered. When will Nomorbidity be available again? We should have some in stock at Tiger Fitness within the next day or so, because we had some heading over there too that just late as fuck. But we will have a small stocking tomorrow, and I believe Mark and I will be going live tomorrow together to talk about it. But after that, it's going to be at least another 5 weeks, probably, or another 5 weeks. So because the reorder takes about 6 weeks to go. So that's what the next reorder will be much larger. We're hoping to have a stock that will last for the whole month instead of 12 hours. It was like 8 hours or something like that, 8 to 12 hours. I'm not gonna. I don't even care. I'm very happy that it sold out. We had a great fucking time. But he said Nomorbidity will be available a small quantity tomorrow. Should be tomorrow. Should be. If not, sometime soon. So, Jessica, that's rough. I'm glad to hear your recovery, though. Lizzo makes vegans look bad. She does. She absolutely does. Food and Beauty admits she spends $5,000 a month on food, Uber Eats, and then when she falls ill, she wanted the money for healthcare. No, why? Because it's shared healthcare costs. I mean, that's the thing. Like people pretend like my obesity is my business. Not as long as we have shared healthcare costs. It's not. Not as long as the government will look at the amount of sick people we have in the country and lock our asses the fuck down. No, it's not. No, it's not. Motherfuckers. No, hell no. Anyway. And that's another thing too. I'm going to probably be making a video after this video. I'm probably going to be just filming a video just for Alan Roberts Uncensored. I'm going to start having guests on Alan Roberts Uncensored. By the way, if you want to see the video go live, like actually do it live, I do broadcast it on Twitter because Twitter, for some reason, lets me say whatever the fuck I want without fucking penalty. I don't know why. But I'm going to be talking about some stuff about our healthcare system and how the shared healthcare costs are indeed a problem, and how our shared health is a tool that they are using to help keep us locked up. So, or help keep us, not us. No, I live in Florida. My life hasn't changed at all, and I was going to restaurants in May of 2020. But you'll want to check that out. Anyway, shame is necessary. Without it, we are self-destructive and socially, environmentally destructive too. I completely agree. I 100% agree. Is Nomorbidity high stim? Nomorbidity is no stim, no thermogenics. It is a non-stimulant, non-thermogenic based appetite suppressant. It helps with your mood. It helps with the mobilization of the coupling of protein 1 in the in white adipose tissue, in white abdominal adipose tissue. It has been shown to absolutely reduce down hunger and suppress hunger in multiple clinical studies, not actual Nomorbidity, because there's not been a clinical study on Nomorbidity, and I don't want the haters to try to all of a sudden grab something out of the air. But you can go to the ingredient website, the patented ingredients that we have in Nomorbidity. You can go to their websites and you can see the studies for yourself. So, but it is not stimulant. It is not no stimulant, no thermogenics at all. So, thank you for asking. She says that she doesn't have sleep apnea because she wasn't specifically tested for it, therefore doesn't have it. I've been anorexic and still struggle with staying healthy. Tess has no idea what it feels like to starve for days, weeks, months. She has never passed out, never lost her period. Tess, she is, and I do hope that you are still recovering or in recovery and doing well. That's the thing. Like I really wish everybody as well as possible. We just need to take this shit seriously. Like people need to understand, like just take it seriously. You can't just ignore fatness and starvation. You can't ignore either of them. Like we can't ignore, but the thing is we don't ignore starvation. The very second somebody sees somebody that they perceive as too thin is like, oh, they're so skinny. Oh, they're starving themselves to death. Like it's to the point now where we see healthy weighted women and think that they're too skinny because the average woman in America is obese. The average woman in America is 177 or 170.9 pounds with a waist to height ratio of 61%. They are viscerally obese, the average woman in America. That is, in fact, a fucking problem. So is the average male. The average male has a waist to height ratio of 59%. And this shit is the data. It is the data that's everywhere. And frankly, it's older data. It's like a couple years old. If we actually added the great fattening of 2020, it would be way worse. We are in very serious trouble. The wave of chronic illness and disease that is on its way is, in fact, going to crush our healthcare system. It is like the amount of death and disease that is coming. The normalization of foot amputations is going to be real because we have children right now that are 13 years old that have type 2 diabetes from their lifestyle. And us ignoring that lifestyle leads to, it's the same lifestyle that Tess Holliday leads and all like that. The gluttonous, high, ultra processed carbohydrate lifestyle is going to send a wave of illness across our country, definitely, but then eventually across the planet, that is biblical. It will look biblical in nature. The disease that is coming, the lowered immune systems that cause these people that are fucking obese as fuck, cause these people to in fact get sicker easier and longer, and then spread viruses longer too. They spread you when you are obese. You are a super spreader of viruses. You exhale more. You stay sicker longer and exhale more. You are a super spreader compared to a lean person. It is reality. When you are a morbidly obese person, you are harder on the planet. You emit anywhere from 20 to 40% more carbon emissions just from your body, yet alone the amount of waste and transportation of the extra food you are gluttoning yourself with. You are harder on the planet. That's why it's all a joke. It's all a joke. Oh, we need to look out for the planet. Then you'd be talking about reducing the size of the average American, because the average American consumes more calories than they need. That consumption is fueled by shit being grown and transported and then consumed, and then the person exhaling more. Like if it was a real thing, if we really wanted to watch out for the planet, we'd start with the size of people, you dumb fucks. I mean, holy shit. I mean, how moronic can it be? I mean, it's so bad. Like they do not give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. Alan, I think you're right. The Tess might be closer to 500. She is immense. Look at, I mean, the size is just crazy. I mean, crazy. And I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to show everybody that I had not photoshopped it. That's why I showed the video, because it's crazy. It's crazy how normal BMI people are getting harder and harder to find in the wild when 60 to 70% of the population is so fat they're like cryptids. You know, and my thing is, because BMI triggers people so much. Let's go off waist to height ratio. It's worse. Like when you look at it, it's worse. You know, it's absolutely worse. Wow, straight facts. It's so true. I mean, what I was just saying, if they actually cared about the planet, if climate change was a real fucking concern for these fucking people, are you telling me they would actually fucking completely miss the fact that obese people use more shit, cause more waste, exhale more carbon themselves? If it was actually a fucking concern, obesity would be damn near outlawed right now. We're about to get rid of fucking cars. We're about to get rid of fucking fossil fuel cars, so we can then charge cars with electricity made with fossil fuels. That's how stupid that is. But these cars are going to use more electricity when people that are obese are in them anyway. It's got to come from somewhere. It starts with personal responsibility. It starts with us looking out for our own fucking health and the health of our families and the health of each other and the health of our society. If it was actually a real thing, if people actually gave a fuck about the planet, if that people actually gave a fuck about the healthcare system is vastly majority burdened by lifestyle-driven chronic illnesses. Vastly majority fucking, something like 80% of all hospital burden is from lifestyle-driven chronic illness. 80% of the resources are used by lifestyle-driven chronic illnesses, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, all those things. The vast majority of resources we use, the vast majority of shit that's clogging up the hospital system. You know, the hospital system that we didn't want to overload because we didn't want, we couldn't possibly, oh my God, a bunch of people might need to get in there because they're sick, and put them on ventilators that then blow their lungs up because it's the wrong treatment anyway and we're stupid as fuck. But remember that when we closed the world down, so we made sure not to fucking overload the hospital system. When 80% of it is lifestyle-driven chronic illness, like 50% is obesity related. 80%, there's more because there's smoking and drinking and stuff like that too, and poor sleep and blah blah blah. But over 50% of it is straight up obesity related, of the burden of the actual resource burden. Like $2.6 trillion a year in shared healthcare costs is lifestyle chronic illness related. Like around $2 trillion is obesity related that we all share in. If we gave a shit about the economy, if we gave a shit about the planet, if we gave a shit about each other, obesity would be seen as something we really need to help people get away from. if we really gave a shit about anybody, if we gave a shit about people, if we gave a shit about the environment, if we gave a shit about animals, if we gave a shit about the healthcare system, if we gave a shit about people's health, obesity would be the most spoken fucking thing about by healthcare professionals, by by public health officials, like fucking the fucking gremlin we got the head of the NIH. It would be the most spoken about thing. It would be the most spoken about thing there fucking is. Instead, I mean, people talk about fat phobia and how bad it is, and weight stigma, and us being nice to people more on mainstream media than they do about the dangers of being fat as fuck. They absolutely do all the goddamn time. Like, it's damn near illegal to call somebody fat on social media. They'll fucking boost your ass the fuck off of it when in fact they're fat. It's reality. If you try to say that being obese is unhealthy for you, people try to fucking shame you. Like, I mean, it's fucking, what the fuck? We've reached this stage of like complete like denial of reality. It's sadness. It is sad. People are weak as fuck. I mean, and don't get me wrong, the healthcare industry does not give a fuck about people. I left the healthcare industry for a fucking reason. They do not give a shit about people. They do not want people to be healthy because it fucking cuts in their model. Because that $2.6 trillion I was telling you that we haven't shared a healthcare burden from lifestyle-driven chronic illness, that is $2.6 trillion in fucking revenue for somebody. The pharmaceutical industry and the fucking healthcare industry, it is revenue for somebody. They want to keep you sick and everything like that. The fitness industry doesn't do anything. Shit, we just had 2 fucking years where almost none of these fucking stupid ass fucking fitness motherfuckers even mentioned like, you know, trying to be healthy and trying to lose weight. We still had people talking about bulking and shit like that, like fucking making sure you get your fucking deadlift as big as you can fucking get it. Motherfuckers, most of you motherfuckers should just worry about your fucking health. I mean, for real, unless you're already an athlete, you know, or you have like get completely healthy first and then decide what the fuck you want to do. But instead, we have a bunch of fucking, you know, mostly fucked up people themselves trying to convince people who have fucked up relationships with food or are already fat. If you're a fat dude, they try to convince you to be a power lifter. No shit. Just get stronger. And like, it's the number one thing that's said to me. Aren't you worried about your strength? No, motherfuckers. Absolutely not. I could not give people are like, what are, you know, what's your max at? I couldn't tell you what any of my maxes are. I don't know. I haven't fucking seen them in fucking forever. Like, I haven't even tried in fucking forever to max out on any fucking thing. I could not begin to fucking tell you, nor do I give a shit. I just fucking don't. But instead, we still got guys talking about how to increase your deadlift and what's your best fucking squat and fucking here's how you build your biceps and shit like that. Just get healthy, motherfuckers. If everybody actually cared about people, we would be trying to find ways to help people control their fucking eating. If we cared about the planet, we would be trying to say, hey, maybe the 5,000 calories you're fucking eating, maybe that's, you know, producing a lot more fucking carbon than we should fucking possibly get. Maybe the growing and processing of the fucking highly refined sugar and highly refined fucking flour in the vast majority of shit you fucking eat, maybe the production of that is producing more carbon also, because it fucking is. Maybe the extra 2 to 3 times the amount of food you should probably be eating, being carted all around the fucking country, and the amount of fucking resources that use, maybe that's a fucking problem too. But instead, we're giving Krispy Kremes away with fucking, you know, experimental therapies. You stupid fucks. It's fucking crazy. Where can you get this shirt? You can get this shirt from A Cal Clothing. This is Adam Calhoun. He's a rapper. You can get this shirt. You can't get this exact shirt because I cut it up because I use it to work out in. But you can't get this exact model. But you can get it that says "Stay Violent" on front. So, all right. 60 billion in the diet industry. What a mess. I'd fucking rather have 60 billion in the fucking diet industry. Like, it's trillions of dollars, trillions in keeping people unhealthy. Trillions. Not to mention, not $2.6 trillion in fucking, $2.6 trillion just in the healthcare industry from just people's lifestyles. Not to mention the $1 trillion in food and $1 trillion in fucking sugar and shit like that. It's trillions. It's trillions. YouTube Fitness has a guy that even says he's a mercenary. Oh, whatever. That's been fucking forever ago. Forever. I don't know. I'm not even getting involved in that shit. So, I tell you this right now. for any fitness dude I've ever even spoken about, any fitness guy that I've ever, and here's how you fucking gear this shit, right? If a decent portion of their fucking content is not about getting people healthy so they can avoid getting sick from a pandemic virus that really is only fucking negative for very fucking unhealthy people, if they have not discussed mental health, if they have not discussed, staying at a healthy weight, if they have not discussed not trying to take your bulks and tucks too far, if they have not discussed trying to be just fucking healthy, if they have stuck with, if that you see people making the same content they made before 2020 that they make now, I don't give a fuck about them. I absolutely don't. I don't give a shit about them. And if you're one of them, you can lose my number too. I don't give a fuck about you because, frankly, you're a fucking bitch ass coward. The thing that has been the hardest on our entire fucking century, like the amount of damage being caused to young children right now, should wake some people the fuck up. But if you are making the same content that you fucking made pre-2020, if it hasn't changed that much, if you did not course correct and adjust to start talking about other relative shit to your audience to try to make sure that they, in fact, lose weight if they're fat, if they, in fact, stop worrying about their fucking maximum lifts and building muscle and all sorts of stupid shit. If you have not directed people to try to be as healthy as humanly possible, you don't give a shit about people, and I don't give a shit about you. And I'm going to leave it on that. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to film something here in a little bit, probably for the Alan Roberts Uncensored podcast. I hope all of you have a great motherfucking day. And again, one more time, just so everybody understands, here is, you can get a 30-minute consultation with myself or Crystal, and you can get the Hunger Management Support Group, which is where I share all of my workouts. I shared my workout today, and I'm going to be sharing all my nutrition for the day. And 3 months coaching package. And if you type in all capital letters the word respect, you will be able to get 10% off any of those things. So please and thank you. I hope you all have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. God damn.